Over the next few weeks, Montana legislators will turn their attention to the state budget. Much of Governor Greg Gianforte's proposed budget is geared toward drug and alcohol treatment inside and outside prison walls. Well, tonight, Q2 Chief Photographer Paul Humphrey and I take a closer look at where a good portion of that money will focus.
I, Greg Gianforte,
do solemnly swear
that I... Yellowstone County District Court Judge Mary Jane Nisley says she doesn't know why Governor Greg Gianforte requested her to deliver his oath of office.
It was nice to be asked. It was kind of a surprise.
But she does know they have a strong mutual interest.
What I know for certain is that the governor believes in recovery and alternatives to incarceration.
Since 2010, you have built a successful treatment court that helps people suffering with drug and alcohol addictions rebuild their lives and become productive members of our communities.
A personal passion for Judge Nisley, who presides over 2 of the current 5 treatment courts in Yellowstone County. The courts focus on sobriety, recovery, and future stability as an alternative to jail or even prison.
You know, it's a different model, and so it's designed to see them consistently and provide them accolades, incentives.
And their success is proven. Judge Nisley points to one study that shows 3 years after graduation, 96% of the highest risk felony drug and alcohol impaired graduates had no felony arrests.
So that's huge compared to traditional criminal justice stats with that population.
In 2018, I ran into somebody, and by the grace of God, I didn't kill anybody or myself.
Amanda Boyer was raised in Fort Belknap and is a veteran whose life has been filled with trauma. She's always felt alone.
500 days.
Today, after 2 solid years, she's nearing graduation with more than 500 confirmed days of sobriety, and says Judge Nisley has given her an incredible opportunity to change her life.
500 days! I don't think I've done anything consistent for 500 days.
It is not. This is not easy.
Constant drug tests, multiple groups and treatments, getting and holding down a job as a felon. These participants are held accountable as they find rides and fork out funds to help pay for the process. And not everyone can handle it.
This is rigorous.
It's very rigorous. It's like boot camp on the ground.
I really had to attack that shame and really set boundaries.
There are currently more than 40 treatment courts across the state, but they're doing work well beyond their county borders.
We don't have the judicial resources and the judges to have a drug court in every single county.
Even pre-COVID, the courts reached out with telehealth, connecting like participants with like services and the right treatments. The pandemic has just pushed the program even further.
Hi guys. I know that we also are participating in a big teleservice project with the Center for Court Innovation to connect treatment courts and treatment court participants from more rural Montana areas where they haven't been able to have a full continuum of treatment.
The opposite of addiction is connection.
Both Boyer and Judge Nisley agree that it's the strong local, state, and federal drug court resources and connections that make this work.
Yes, you can do it, guys.
And the cost-benefit of that connection can be measured.
I've watched this money now for 20 years and kept track of this money. The cost of a participant going through drug court is approximately $5,000. When you look at the cost of incarceration and you recognize that nearly everyone gets out of incarceration at some point and they have not had significant treatment while being incarcerated, the cost savings is astronomical.
When you invest in people, I think you invest in community.
We love these courts, and I think that's judges. The reason that we love them is, you know, the recidivism is low. You're making a change, a lasting change for families, a lasting change for the participants.
After this program and all the stuff that it's given me back, you know, I want to be able to give back to people so that they don't ever feel alone.
A cost savings while also saving lives. And part of that funding will go to absorb 6 federally funded startup drug courts in which federal funding expires after this year. The Gianforte Family Foundation has contributed to those startup programs in the past.